G'day mates, it's a Doctor here, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Content on my channel. Now, what's been happening is that I've had a bunch of ideas swirling around in my head, and I've dedicated the month of September to Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Now, some of these videos I was working on while I was traveling around the United Kingdom, which is why they are essentially text and music, but I did put some research and a lot of effort into them, so hopefully you enjoy them and get something out of it, but there's going to be a few videos where I will record myself, and if you like stuff like this, I've had a playlist in the description for videos that I've done on Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past, and for this one, I'm going to be showing you some of my damaged cards. Before we understood the days of sleeving to protect our cards, we often just threw them away in a box, or maybe kept them in our drawers, or hide them under the beds, and that's why the edges can often look disheveled. And you get creases on your cards, like stuff like this. So even ultra rare cards, like a Sphinx Telea here. Speaking of which, where's more Sphinx cards? I'm sure that day's coming. Anyways, so here's a bunch of cards that, they might look familiar to you depending how you looked after your cards. And it's funny too how Konami has recently capitalized on the idea of disheveled cards, as we're seeing that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links as a cosmetic you can buy with, currency, microtransactions. But not only that, we're also seeing that with Exodia recently, with the Limited Pack Champion 2025. So I'm just going through these cards, and I've got more cards with me, but I have a story to tell for some of them, and, Opticlops here took a lot of damaging. Divine Sword's Phoenix Fade. I think this should be a sub-archetype for the Warriors, right? Just add a few more restrictions to not perform an FTK, and yes, Blackluster Soldier didn't quite make it through, and is that... Okay, it's unlimited edition, so it's okay. It's okay that it looks like this. And if we look on the backs of them, yeah, this is how we looked after our cards. Pretty bad, but as bad as some of these are, I do have stories for some of my other damaged cards. And if you have funny stories yourself, you can let me know in the comments below and, share our misery together. So, first up, you might remember with some of the foiling cards, they often have like scratches or the foiling would fade away, like a Road Warrior here. Yep, Road Synchron 2, like, I don't know how it manages like this. Like, let's see, if I can scratch it off, doesn't feel like it. How strange. As you can see, there's scratches here on the paintworks, which I don't know how, you just saw me try to scratch it, and I'm literally not feeling anything. So, yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Because they're not good cards with Road Warrior, Road Synchron, but, yeah, sometimes, the foiling's just bad. It makes the cards more damaged easily. It damages the cards even worse. But even with common cards like XZ Tank Cannon, as you can see, my cat thought this was edible, and that's a really good bite mark that she inflicted on the card. It looks even worse if you look at it on the back. We can focus. There we go. What a shame. Now, you might think a Barry Statue of a Tauren doesn't look that bad, but another thing my cat did is that I had these cards lying around on the floor, and she laid on it underneath all the cables, like my chargers and stuff. So, got this nice long crease running along the card, and you can even see it on the back. So, thanks, Leopard. Yeah, first edition common card, older style printing of a Barrier Statue of a Torrent here. Next up, Rampart Blaster. I don't remember the extent of the damage, but I remember I had the windows down in the car with my deck inside, and doesn't look too bad, but it got caught in the rain. Imagine that, you're leaving your cards in the rain. Oops, I don't want to damage even more. I like Rampart Blaster. I'm surprised it doesn't look that bad, but like I was saying, I don't know how many of my cards were damaged during that incident, and yeah, it's... let's not repeat that again. Like, always have your cards on you in a deck box or something. And speaking of heroes, this is just an example, but Miracle Kid. I guess I should mention first off, what's the deal with Hero Kid? I think this little guy deserves a retrain, don't you think? Because there's another card called Kid Guard that specifically requires Hero Kid. And I think Hero Kid could be like a hand trap for heroes, even though they've got a couple like Winged Karibo level 6 or Honest Neos in a way. But you're looking at my Hero Kid and you're wondering, what the heck did you do to this, Doctor? And yes, there's glue on it because I had the idea of printing some cards or printing them on paper to glue them on my weaker Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And oh damn, it's first edition as well. What a shame. Anyways, I thought I could like try play some broken cards at school, and I got found out. So that's embarrassing. And yeah, moving on. Speaking of which, my anti-fusion device was another victim of mine, and I don't know what happened to the top of it. I cut it for some reason, but this was another one I tried to hide, like, oh, this is a terrible card, so I might as well do the same thing what I did to Hero Kit, where I printed some proxy cards and place it over it, and no one will know. Of course they did. Of course they found out. Next up is Spearfish. I think this is another victim of mine, or maybe spilled some water, because oh boy, does that look bad, doesn't it? Oh man, you can really see the creases on this one, but yeah, as bad as that is, Archer, look at how wrinkly that card is. And I'll tell you what, this is really flubbery. Like, you can flop this card around at ease. So what happened is that one morning I woke up with glass beside my bed, and I knocked it down when I tried to reach out for my alarm. And I knocked it over on some cards. I tried to find an ultra-rare Guilford the Lightning from a structure deck, or Guilford the Legend, and yeah, I couldn't find the card. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in my room, but yeah, Archer was one of those cards that fell into the dip, or the drip, drink, whatever, and oh man, look at the aftermath. The results of drowning your cards. Now, for this one, number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. This is a Shonen Jump promo. You guys remember when they did that? Now, the thing with Shonen Jump promos is they were legit rare cards. They were the first ways of getting some of the English cards, and so I had to order from eBay to get cards from America because it was the only country that was selling these number cards, and this was back in the day when I was doing number hunting. And it wasn't that long ago I completed the collection, but what happened here? Well, it was on the floor, and when I moved my chair, it the leg like creased the card. And yeah, that was very foolish of me. Do not leave incredibly rare cards like this lying around on the floor. Oh, that is a tragedy. Like, it's a Shonen Jump promo. I think this is, to this day, the highest rarity you can find, Acid Golem of Destruction. Oh, that's truly embarrassing. Next up is Goatee of the Deep Beyond. I love goatees, and it doesn't look that bad on the front of it, but if you look on the back, yeah, I think it's right there. You can see a little dent in it. This is probably like the least damaged, but oh, this really hurts because I remember when this card was first revealed for the goatees, it was treated like how do you say? It was treated like a prize card or a chase card. And what happened is when I was gathering up the cards that I pulled from the box, you know how you like sort of do this where you try to pick them up, and when I went to grab my goatee, it sort of went bang on the table because the tables were like out of balance like this, so they were slightly crooked, leaning down on my end, and Goatee of the Deep Beyond hit the side of a table. So now I got stuck with this this nice little dent on the card. Doesn't look that bad on the edge here, but oh, that really stings. I think that's the most recent card that I've damaged. But yeah, goatees. Can you stop going out of focus, please? I think the secret rare foiling works really good on the water monsters because you could see it like droplets on the cards. Damn, it looks so good, but yeah, I think any short goatees might have had to probably pass their time because they were really hard to find. They were in a high rarity, and you needed other cards like Lifeless Leaf Fish. I want to call it Leafless Life Fish. I don't think that's correct. We have another name fading with Shark Drake here. Like, it's so funny. You can see where they've printed the name. Like, they've stamped it. They've pressed the name into the card. But it's missing the gold rarity in it. So it just looks like a number 32. What is Shark Drake supposed to be? Because it doesn't have fins like a shark. It's standing on two legs. It's got giant, massive arms. It's such a strange design for a card. And I'll always be disappointed we never got a number-type fish monster. Because I really want to activate Fish Depth Charge back in the day. Because I thought that was such a powerful common card that now we've got access to a fish monster in the extra deck. That would have been fantastic, and it gone well with Generation Fish, blah blah blah, whatever. Which fun fact, the where'd he go? The spearfish guy, there he is. Yeah, this was part of that strategy, if you remember it, which was sort of like prototype goatees, and yeah, only 100 attack points it gains. Grand Maju does the job better. Anyways, the last card I'm going to show is Junk Destroyer. So, the name is completely gone from this, and I remember the top part of Junk Destroyer, it was a lot thicker than normally, so I tried to cut it, and even then, I could not cut it straight. So, that's why it looks like the edging kind of goes upwards, because even when I want to cut my cards, I do a terrible job at it. But yeah, you can even see on the edges here that the foiling has been starting to fade. And it's got like a speckled pattern going along here. Oh, what a terribly damaged card. I've looked after this card so poorly. And it's still my only copy of Junk Destroyer. But yeah, it looks like he's got a crown on it with wings on his back, doesn't it? It's such a good design, but not the best care for the card. And it's one of the best synchros. I loved using Junk Destroyer back in the day. But that's going to do it. Which of these cards was the most cringe to you? And share with me your thoughts on how you damaged your Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. So that's going to do it for now. I'm going to upload a few more videos before the end of the month. So like and subscribe, share the videos, and until next time, take care, mates!